Elon Musk isn't just a tech mogul, he's a billionaire with a taste for the finer things in life. As the CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and now Twitter, Musk has amassed a fortune that allows him to indulge in some seriously extravagant purchases. From luxury cars to private jets, Musk's collection of high-end toys is enough to make anyone's jaw drop. But it's not just about the flashy possessions. Owning assets like these is a symbol of the incredible wealth and power that comes with being one of the richest people on the planet. Musk's lifestyle is a testament to the fact that when you've got billions in the bank, the world is your oyster. Whether he's cruising around in a McLaren F1 or jetting off to a private island, Musk is living proof that money can buy you just about anything you want. Private jets. But owning a private jet is just the beginning for someone like Elon Musk. When you're worth over $200 billion, you don't just settle for any old plane, you go all out. Musk's fleet in the sky includes not one, but two Gulfstream G550S, each costing a cool $62 million. These babies aren't your average private jets either. They come decked out with all the bells and whistles, from plush leather seats to state-of-the-art entertainment systems. And if that wasn't enough, Musk recently added the brand new Gulfstream G700 to his collection, setting him back another $75 million. But hey, when you're the richest person in the world, what's a few $100 million on some fancy planes? For Musk, it's all about the luxury and convenience that comes with owning your own private jets. No more dealing with pesky airport security or cramped commercial flights. With his fleet of Gulfstreams, Musk can jet off to anywhere in the world at a moment's notice, all while enjoying the ultimate in comfort and style. And let's not forget about the time savings. When you're running multiple billion-dollar companies, every minute counts. By owning his own jets, Musk can skip the long lines and delays that come with commercial travel and get where he needs to go quickly and efficiently. Plus, he can use the time in the air to work, hold meetings, or just kick back and relax in complete privacy. Of course, owning a fleet of private jets doesn't come cheap. In addition to the initial purchase price, there are ongoing costs like fuel, maintenance, and crew salaries to consider. But for someone like Musk, it's a small price to pay for the ultimate in luxury and convenience. So the next time you see a sleek Gulfstream jet soaring through the skies, there's a good chance it might be Elon Musk on board, living the high life, literally, as he jets off to his next big adventure. And speaking of adventures on the high seas, have you heard about Musk's latest maritime toy? Private yachts? Yachts are the ultimate status symbol for the ultra-wealthy, and Elon Musk is no exception. While he may be known for his high-tech rockets and electric cars, Musk also has a taste for the finer things in life, like his very own private yacht. But this isn't just any old boat. Musk's yacht is a floating palace, complete with all the amenities you'd expect from a billionaire's toy. We're talking multiple decks, luxurious staterooms, and even a helipad for when he needs to make a quick getaway. And let's not forget about the cutting-edge technology on board. Musk is known for his love of innovation, so it's no surprise that his yacht is decked out with the latest and greatest gadgets. From advanced navigation systems to state-of-the-art entertainment centers, this boat has it all. But owning a yacht like this isn't just about showing off. For Musk, it's a way to escape the stresses of everyday life and enjoy some much-needed rest and relaxation. When you're constantly in the public eye, sometimes you just need to get away from it all. And what better way to do that than by setting sail on your own private yacht? Of course, owning a yacht comes with its own set of challenges. There's the maintenance, the crew, and the constant upkeep that goes into keeping a vessel like this in tip-top shape. But for someone like Musk, it's all worth it for the opportunity to experience the ultimate in luxury and privacy on the high seas. And let's be real, when you're worth over $200 billion, you can afford to splurge on a few toys like this. It's just one of the many perks that come with being one of the richest people on the planet. But as impressive as Musk's yacht is, it's not the only high-speed toy in his collection. Because when you're a billionaire, sometimes you need to travel by air instead of by sea. And that's where Musk's fleet of private helicopters comes in. But we'll dive into that a bit later. First, let's talk about another one of Musk's favorite ways to get around in style, his collection of high-performance sports cars, helicopters. But why stop at just private jets and yachts when you can take to the skies in your very own luxury helicopter? That's right, Elon Musk isn't content with just ruling the roads and the seas. He wants to conquer the air as well, and he's doing it in style with his fleet of top-of-the-line helicopters. Now you might be thinking, who needs a helicopter when you've got private jets? But here's the thing, sometimes even a billionaire like Musk needs to get somewhere fast, and that's where his choppers come in handy. Whether he's flying from his mansion to his office or just taking a quick jaunt to the nearest private island, Musk's helicopters are the ultimate in luxury transportation. So just how many helicopters does Musk own? Well, that's a bit of a mystery. Some say he's got a whole fleet of them, while others claim he only has one or two. But one thing's for sure, whatever helicopters Musk does own, they're bound to be some of the most advanced and luxurious on the market. Take, for example, the Airbus H160. This sleek and stylish chopper is the epitome of luxury, with its spacious cabin, plush leather seats, and state-of-the-art avionics. It's got a range of over 500 miles and can cruise at speeds of up to 160 knots, making it the perfect choice for a billionaire on the go. And with its quiet, fuel-efficient engines and advanced safety features, it's no wonder that the H160 is a favorite among the ultra-wealthy. But Musk isn't just interested in luxury, he's also a fan of cutting-edge technology. That's why he might have his eye on the Bell 525 Relentless, a revolutionary new helicopter that boasts some seriously impressive specs. With its fly-by-wire controls, advanced autopilot system, and spacious cabin, the 525 is like a private jet on rotors. And with its ability to carry up to 20 passengers, it's perfect for those times when Musk needs to bring along his entourage. Of course, owning a fleet of luxury helicopters doesn't come cheap. But when you're worth over $200 billion, what's a few $1,000,000 on some fancy flying machines? For Musk, it's all about having the best of the best, whether that means the fastest cars, the most advanced rockets, or the most luxurious helicopters. But as impressive as Musk's helicopter collection is, it's not the only thing that sets him apart from the average billionaire. Because when it comes to high-end transportation, Musk is all about pushing the boundaries of what's possible. And that's where his collection of ultra-rare sports cars comes in. From classic roadsters to cutting-edge electric vehicles, Musk's car collection is a testament to his love of speed, style, and innovation. But of all the cars in his garage, there are a few that stand out as truly exceptional. Like the McLaren F1, a legendary supercar that set the standard for performance and luxury in the 1990s, or the Lotus Esprit S1, the iconic sports car that doubled as a submarine in the James Bond film, The Spy Who Loved Me. But perhaps the most famous car in Musk's collection is one that's not even on this planet anymore. That's right, we're talking about the Tesla Roadster that Musk launched into space back in 2018. But the story behind that car is even more incredible than you might think. And if you thought sending a car into orbit was impressive, just wait until you hear about some of the other amazing feats Musk has pulled off with his cars. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First, let's take a closer look at the most remarkable sports cars from Musk's collection, Musk's extravagant sports cars. But Musk's love for luxury extends beyond just private jets, yachts, and helicopters. He's also got a serious need for speed, and his collection of high-end sports cars proves it. Let's start with the McLaren F1. This bad boy is a legend in the automotive world, and for good reason. With its sleek design, powerful engine, and top speed of over 240 miles per hour, it's no wonder that Musk had to have one in his garage. But the F1 isn't just fast, it's also incredibly rare. Only 106 were ever made, making it one of the most sought-after cars in the world. But Musk's collection doesn't stop there. He's also got a soft spot for classic sports cars, like the Lotus Esprit S1. If that name sounds familiar, it's because this is the same car that James Bond drove in The Spy Who Loved Me. You know, the one that turned into a submarine. Musk actually bought the car used in the film at auction for nearly $1 million. Talk about a piece of movie history. But perhaps the most famous car in Musk's collection is one that's not even on Earth anymore. That's right, we're talking about the Tesla Roadster that Musk launched into space back in 2018. This wasn't just any old car though. It was Musk's personal vehicle, complete with a dummy in a spacesuit named Starman behind the wheel. The Roadster was launched aboard one of SpaceX's Falcon Heavy rockets, and it's been orbiting the sun ever since. In fact, it's projected to keep circling the solar system for millions of years to come. Talk about leaving a lasting legacy. But the story behind the Roadster launch is even more incredible than you might think. See, Musk didn't just send the car up into space on a whim. He did it as part of a test flight for the Falcon Heavy, which is designed to carry heavy payloads to Mars and beyond. And what better way to demonstrate the rocket's capabilities than by sending a car into orbit? Of course, launching a car into space isn't exactly practical, but that's not really the point. For Musk, it's all about pushing the boundaries of what's possible and inspiring people to dream big. And if sending a sports car into orbit doesn't get people excited about space exploration, I don't know what will. But Musk's love for fast cars goes beyond just collecting them. He's also using his expertise in electric vehicles to revolutionize the automotive industry. Take the Tesla Model S Plaid, for example. This all-electric sedan can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 2 seconds, making it faster than most supercars. And with a range of over 500 miles on a single charge, it's practical enough for everyday use. In fact, Musk is so confident in the Model S Plaid's capabilities that he's even challenged other high-performance cars to a race. In 2021, he took on the Porsche Taycan Turbo S and won. Not bad for a car that runs on batteries instead of gasoline. But Musk isn't content with just making fast cars. He wants to make them affordable too. That's where the Tesla Model 3 comes in. With a starting price of around $40,000, it's one of the most affordable electric cars on the market. And with its sleek design and impressive performance, it's proof that you don't have to sacrifice style for sustainability. Of course, owning a fleet of luxury sports cars is just one of the many perks that come with being a billionaire. But for Musk, it's not just about showing off his wealth, it's about pushing the boundaries of what's possible and inspiring others to do the same. Musk's mansion portfolio. But owning a bunch of fancy cars is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Musk's lavish lifestyle. The guy's also got a serious thing for real estate. And we're not talking about your average suburban home. No, Musk's property portfolio is on a whole other level. For starters, he's got a massive mansion in Bel Air, California that's worth a cool $17 million. This place is like something out of a movie, with its sprawling grounds, tennis court, and high-tech amenities. And if that's not enough, Musk also owns a few neighboring properties, just for good measure. But Bel Air isn't the only place where Musk has put down roots. He's also got a $4.5 million estate in Los Angeles that's been completely renovated to his liking. Think sleek, modern design with all the latest gadgets and gizmos. It's the kind of place that makes you feel like you've stepped into the future. And let's not forget about Musk's properties outside of California. He's got a $7 million historic mansion in the UK that dates back to the 1800s, complete with its own lake and acres of pristine countryside. Because sometimes, even a billionaire needs to get away from the hustle and bustle of city life. Of course, owning all these incredible homes doesn't come cheap. But when you're worth over $200 billion, dropping a few million on a new pad is like pocket change. And it's not like Musk is just letting these properties sit empty. He's got a whole team of staff to keep them in tip-top shape, from groundskeepers to housekeepers to personal chefs. But here's the really crazy part. Musk doesn't even spend that much time in these mansions. With all his business ventures and travel obligations, he's constantly on the go. In fact, he's been known to sleep on the floor of his factories or crash on friends' couches when he's in town. So why bother with all these expensive homes if you're hardly ever there to enjoy them? Well, for Musk, it's all about having options. He wants to be able to pick up and go wherever he needs to be, whether that's across the country or around the world. And having a network of luxurious properties at his disposal makes that a whole lot easier. Plus, there's just something about owning a bunch of incredible homes that screams, "I've made it." It's the ultimate status symbol, a way to show the world that you're not just successful, you're on a whole other level. But Musk's real estate portfolio is just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to his extravagant lifestyle. Because when you're a billionaire, you don't just live in fancy houses, you also travel in style, rub elbows with the rich and famous, and indulge in all sorts of exclusive experiences. Travel, leisure, and entertainment. You might think that with all the businesses Musk runs, he wouldn't have time for much else. But you'd be surprised. Even though he's constantly jetting off to meetings and factory visits, Musk still finds ways to enjoy the finer things in life. And when you've got that much cash to throw around, the finer things are pretty darn fine. Take his travel habits, for example. Musk doesn't just fly first class, he's got his own fleet of private jets to choose from. And we're not talking about some rinky-dink propeller planes here. No, Musk's got a couple of Gulfstream G650S, which are basically the Rolls-Royces of the sky. These babies can fly non-stop from LA to Tokyo, and they've got all the amenities you could want, from plush leather seats to high-speed Wi-Fi. But Musk doesn't just use his jets for business. He's been known to take them on vacation too, whether he's heading to his private island in the Caribbean or going on a ski trip in the Alps. And when he really wants to get away from it all, he'll hop on his $70 million super yacht and sail off into the sunset. Of course, Musk's not just about the big-ticket items. He also knows how to enjoy the little things in life, like a good meal or a night out on the town. And when you're a billionaire, even the little things can be pretty extravagant. For example, Musk is a big fan of fine dining. He's been spotted at some of the most exclusive restaurants in the world, from Nobu in Malibu to Osteria Francescana in Italy. And when he's feeling really fancy, he'll even have his personal chef whip up a gourmet meal right in his own home. But Musk's not just about the food, he's also a bit of a party animal. He's been known to hit up exclusive nightclubs and rub elbows with fellow billionaires and celebrities. And when he really wants to let loose, he'll throw his own lavish bashes, complete with A-list guests, top-shelf booze, and entertainment that would put most concerts to shame. Of course, all this luxury doesn't come cheap. But when you're as rich as Musk, money is no object. He's got a team of people to manage his finances and make sure he's always got access to the best of the best. And if he ever runs out of cash, he can always just sell off a few shares of Tesla stock. But you know what they say, mo money, mo problems. And Musk's billionaire lifestyle has definitely caused some issues over the years. For one thing, it's put a strain on his personal relationships. He's been divorced 3 times, and his current girlfriend, the musician Grimes, has hinted that his workaholic ways can be tough to deal with. And then there's the impact on his businesses. Some people have accused Musk of being out of touch with reality, living in a billionaire bubble that makes it hard for him to relate to regular folks. And when you're the face of a company like Tesla, that kind of perception can be a real problem. But Musk seems to take it all in stride. He's never been one to back down from a challenge, whether it's launching a rocket into space or taking on the entire automotive industry. And if his lavish lifestyle ruffles a few feathers along the way, well, that's just the price of being one of the richest people in the world. Still, you have to wonder what it's really like to be in Musk's shoes, to have all that money and all that power, to be able to do pretty much anything you want, whenever you want. It's a level of freedom and privilege that most of us can only dream of. But is it all it's cracked up to be? Does having billions of dollars really make you happy, or does it just come with its own set of problems? And what about the pressure of being the richest person in the world? How do you make decisions when you know that every move you make could have huge consequences, not just for your own bank account, but for entire industries and economies? These are the kinds of questions that keep me up at night, because as much as I'd love to have a taste of that billionaire lifestyle, I'm not sure I'd want to deal with all the baggage that comes with it, influence and daily decisions. But let's be real, when you're as rich as Elon Musk, the price tags on even the most outrageous purchases start to look like chump change. I mean, the guy could probably buy a small country if he wanted to, and with that kind of wealth comes a whole lot of influence and power. Just think about it. Every decision Musk makes, whether it's about his businesses or his personal life, has the potential to impact millions of people around the world. When he tweets about a new Tesla feature, the stock market goes wild. When he announces a new SpaceX mission, the whole world takes notice. But being the richest person in the world isn't all it's cracked up to be. For one thing, it means that everyone is always watching your every move, waiting for you to slip up or say something controversial. And when you're as outspoken as Musk, that's bound to happen more often than not. Plus, having that much money can really mess with your head. It's easy to start thinking that you're invincible, that the rules don't apply to you. And when you've got a personality as big as Musk's, that can lead to some pretty reckless behavior. But at the end of the day, Musk seems to thrive on the chaos and the challenges that come with being a billionaire. He's always looking for the next big thing, the next problem to solve. And whether he's launching rockets into space or building electric cars, he's not afraid to take risks and push the boundaries of what's possible. Of course, All that risk-taking doesn't come without its fair share of failures and setbacks. But Musk has a way of bouncing back from even the biggest disasters, always ready to take on the next challenge. And that's what really sets him apart from other billionaires. It's not just about the money for Musk. It's about the vision, the drive to change the world and leave a lasting impact. He's not content to just sit back and count his cash. He wants to use his wealth and his influence to make a difference. But that kind of ambition can come at a cost. Musk has been known to work himself to the bone, pulling all-nighters and sleeping on the factory floor, and his personal life has taken a hit too. He's been divorced 3 times and has a rocky relationship with his kids. Still, you have to admire the guy's determination. Even when the odds seem stacked against him, he never gives up. He's always looking for the next big breakthrough, the next way to push the envelope. What costs billions? $9 million on one of James Bond's underwater Lotus cars. Yep, that's pocket change for Musk. How about the $70 million he dropped on a Gulfstream G650ER private jet? Just another day in the life of the world's richest man. But Musk's billion-dollar spending sprees aren't just about flashy toys and luxury goods. When you really start to dig into the numbers, you realize that a huge chunk of his fortune goes toward his various business ventures and passion projects. Take SpaceX, for example. Musk has poured a staggering amount of money into his space exploration company, with some estimates putting the total investment at over $100 million. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Each rocket launch costs around $62 million a pop, and Musk has big plans for colonizing Mars that could end up costing billions more. Then there's Tesla, which Musk has been pouring money into for years in an effort to revolutionize the auto industry. The company's first car, the Roadster, had a development budget of over $140 million, and that's nothing compared to the Model 3, which cost a whopping $1.6 billion to bring to market. But Musk isn't just spending money on his own companies. He's also been known to drop serious cash on other people's ideas and innovations. In 2016, he bought SolarCity, a solar panel manufacturer, for $2.6 billion. And just last year, he acquired Twitter for $44 billion. So what do all these eye-watering price tags tell us about Musk's priorities and vision for the future? For one thing, they show that he's not afraid to put his money where his mouth is. When Musk believes in something, whether it's electric cars or space travel, he's willing to bet big and invest heavily to make it a reality. But there's also an element of ego and showmanship to Musk's billion-dollar purchases. He knows that everything he does is watched and analyzed by the media and the public, and he seems to relish the attention and the controversy that comes with being the world's richest man. At the same time, there's no denying that Musk's investments have the potential to change the world in big ways. If SpaceX succeeds in making space travel more accessible and affordable, it could open up new frontiers for human exploration and scientific discovery. And if Tesla can help speed the transition to clean energy and sustainable transportation, it could have a huge impact on the fight against climate change. Of course, not everyone is a fan of Musk's billion-dollar spending sprees. Some critics argue that he's just using his wealth to fuel his own ego and that his investments are more about generating buzz than actually solving real problems. Others point out that Musk's fortune could be put to better use, like fighting poverty or investing in education and healthcare. After all, what good is a fancy car collection or a private island when there are people struggling to put food on the table? But love him or hate him, there's no denying that Elon Musk is a force to be reckoned with. His billions give him a level of influence and power that few people on the planet can match, and he seems determined to use that power to shape the future in his own image. Beyond luxury. Well, it might be easy to get caught up in all the glitz and glamour of Elon Musk's billionaire lifestyle, the private jets, the fancy cars, the sprawling mansions. But when you really dig deeper, you start to see that there's more to the story than just flashy toys and big price tags. Sure, Musk isn't shy about splurging on the finer things in life, but he's also putting a lot of his wealth toward causes and projects that could have a major impact on the world. I mean, just look at some of the companies he's invested in over the years. There's Tesla, of course, which is all about pushing the boundaries of electric cars and clean energy, and SpaceX, which is working to make space travel more accessible and affordable for everyone. These aren't just vanity projects for Musk. They're part of his vision for a better, more sustainable future. And then there's his philanthropic work. Musk has made some pretty significant donations to causes like renewable energy research, science education, and disaster relief efforts. He's even pledged to give away at least half of his wealth to charitable causes over the course of his lifetime. Of course, it's easy to be cynical about billionaire philanthropy. After all, these guys have more money than most of us can even imagine. Shouldn't they be doing more to help the world? And it's true that Musk's donations, while generous, are still just a drop in the bucket compared to the vast sums of money he has at his disposal. But here's the thing, when you're as rich as Elon Musk, even a small percentage of your wealth can make a huge difference. A few $1 million here, a few billion there, it adds up quickly. And if Musk can use his fortune to drive progress in areas like clean energy and space exploration, who's to say that's not a worthy use of his resources? At the end of the day, it's hard to know exactly what motivates Elon Musk. Is he driven by a genuine desire to make the world a better place? Or is it all just part of some grand ego trip? The truth is, it's probably a little bit of both. But one thing's for sure, when you've got that much wealth and influence, you have a lot of power to shape the future one way or another. Musk seems to understand that, and he's using his resources to try to steer us toward a brighter tomorrow, or at least his vision of what that tomorrow might look like.